Your cameraman pointed out to me that a bungalow cannot be a duplex. Well, I would have to disagree because this is bungalow 45 and it is a duplex.
I'm Sara Gore and welcome to Open House NYC, everyone. We've got some incredible home transformations to show you this week. White boxes, contemporaries, pre-wars, even a gymnasium. So it's fitting that I'm bringing it all to you from this duplex on the Upper West Side. It's located inside the landmarked former Central Savings Bank building, an imposing 1920s structure that was converted about 20 years ago into condos. This 4,000 square foot beauty is airy and inviting with western exposures, high ceilings, and wide plank oak floors throughout. From the foyer, you step into the main entertaining space featuring living and dining areas and a bespoke kitchen with custom Italian millwork. Upstairs, the primary suite is a quiet retreat with a show-stopping walk-in closet and even a terrace. With 4 bedrooms, this home perfectly balances luxury with livability. We are starting things off at the elegant Nolita apartment of New York-based fashion designer Danielle Fichera. Once a simple white box, she infused it with lush color, custom millwork, and a curated mix of pieces. See for yourself.
Hi, I'm Danielle. I'm a New York-based fashion designer. Welcome to my home in Nolita. When it comes to both fashion and interiors, I'm drawn to very simple shapes, very simple styles with intricate patterns and designs. Everything, of course, begins in an entry, and I wanted this entry to feel like a jewel box. Design is not always about being practical. Sometimes it's more about the look. From the entry, you step into my kitchen and dining area. When I came into the apartment about 5 years ago, I decided to switch out all of the hardware, the faucets, and changed out all the appliances. And these pastry lights I added in because I thought it was a really good way to combine my love of old and new, and it was a way to make the space look a little bit more classic and less modern. I absolutely love the idea of having a banquette. So I found these vintage style cane chairs, and I thought it was a really good complement to the more modern Saarinen table. I really don't like clutter, but this is the one space in the home where I have family photos, art projects from family members, and of course the space would not be complete without flowers here and everywhere. One of the guiding principles behind the design of my home is that it was a refuge from the chaotic city. And I feel like the living room is a perfect example of that. I love books. I have so many books. So I designed a cabinet that had softer corners, obviously function, hold my books, hold the TV, but at the same time, it also makes the space less harsh and a little bit more inviting. The focal point of the room is the painting above the fireplace. It's one of my favorite pieces, and I still feel that way every time I look at it. Now let's take a look at the bedroom. Because it sits right next to the living room and visible through the glass doors, its design needs to complement the rest of the home. And the way I made sure was through my use of color. For example, the blue and green that you see in the floral design is the same shades of blue and green that you see throughout the living room. It all goes together and it all coordinates. I sourced these nightstands in Berlin and was drawn to them because of their mid-century aesthetic. When it comes to the larger pieces of furniture, I like them to be simple in design. And around the space, whether it be the wall coverings or the chair or the curtains, that's where I like to bring in more playful and more exciting elements. As far as the lighting goes, I went for a combination between table lamps and a Murano glass chandelier. And I can't forget my beautiful blue bonbon lamp. And between you and me, it looks much better when it's off. Geographically, the bathroom is the last room that you enter as you journey through the apartment. Everything about it feels fresh, refined, and luxurious. From the big marble slabs to the deep soaking tub. The vanity was originally taupe, which I did not like, so I decided to paint it a high gloss white finish. The white vanity makes the space look a lot larger and more open. Whether in fashion or interiors, I'm drawn to simple silhouettes, cohesive color palettes, and floral motifs. Thanks so much for coming.
Coming up just after the break, how this Amsterdam architect transformed a gymnasium into the stylish loft. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone. Now we're in Amsterdam, where artist and architect Robert de Gouda transformed this former gymnasium into a bright, multi-tiered family home that's as warm as it is dramatic. See for yourself.
Hi, I'm Robert de Gouda. I'm an architect based in Amsterdam. I'd like to show you a project I did in the Jordaan, right in the center of the city. The houses are very beautiful but small, and we found a client that lived on the outside of Amsterdam but needed a lot of space. So we found a gymnasium from a former monastery. It's like a dream for every architect. The client was very willing to work with us to get our fantasy moving. I'd like to show it to you. The first thing we had to do is do the real architecture. We built a two-story house. I wanted to make a central staircase, a bit dramatic. Everything revolves around it. There's no life in a house without natural light. So we put in the skylights, about 10 of them. From the stairwell, everything evolves. We're on the ground floor, where it's a public area, where all the functions are. Upstairs, we have the private spaces, the bedrooms and the bathrooms. We have a main dining area. We have a living area here, and there's a media room upstairs. The main building is a lot of hard materials. There's concrete floor, there's wooden ceiling, there's steel. This is a living area. You want to dim the sound of the place to make everything more cozy and peaceful. The rug is from Uruguayan alpaca, and you just want to lie in it all day. We put in one chair by Mies van der Rohe. When you study architect, that's one of the people you kind of admire, of course. He doesn't compromise, he does what he wants, he's the boss of the project. He had to be here. The fireplace we made from steel, and together with the wooden beams, it worked very well. Okay, now follow me to the media room. This was the equipment room of the gymnasium, of course. I turned it into a media room, and we elevated the floor. In a building like this, things keep popping up. We took down a wall, and we put in this beautiful De Padova closet, which is an Italian original. So when you stand here, the house really comes to life. The sidelines, the light going down, and actually it feels like you're standing on a stage. It's the perfect place for a media room. This is what we call in Dutch the overloop. It's a walkway. It connects every room and the bathroom on the floor. We opened the ceiling of the gymnasium, which was of course flat and dark. And then we found this steel structure. This is an incredible gift from the building. Above the square open space, we added one round shape, which is this light fixture. So this is where all the skylights bring the light in. There's 6 above the main stairwell. Everything just comes together. In the bedroom, we kept the interior pretty simple, because the architecture kind of does most of the work. This glass wall gives you a view of the garden and the downstairs area. And above my head, you can see the beautiful ironwork. Well, let me show you what we did in the walk-in closet. In here, I really got to play with materials. We have eucalyptus wood, and we have the see-through panels, bring some more light in the room. We have a seating area here, it's finished with leather. Of all the spaces, this is the darkest, and the dark material makes a beautiful and solid contrast with the bathroom. This is one of my favorite rooms in the house. We wanted to make it really bright, airy, 2 skylights in. Put in white materials, and this is the place where every time I had a conversation with my client about tiles or the beautiful marble, and they chose the marble, of course. And luckily we found exactly 11 matching sheets, just enough surface for the entire bathroom. This project was all about making a beautiful family home for a very nice client of mine. And I think it turned out quite nicely. Dankjewel, tot ziens.
Coming up next, Maximalist design in LA. Stick around. Welcome back, everyone. LA-based interior designer Dani Daisy has been dubbed the Maximalist Queen, and her latest project in Sherman Oaks shows us why. Created for musicians Andy Hurley of Fall Out Boy and Meredith Hurley of The Millionaires, this vibrant home is a full-on celebration of color, pattern, and personality. See for yourself.
Hello, my name is Dani Daisy. I'm an interior designer and print designer and the author of The Maximalist. And today we are at the Hurley house. The Hurleys are my amazing clients. They are a rock star couple. Andy is the drummer of Fall Out Boy. Meredith is one of the lead singers of The Millionaires. And this is their magical Maximal home that I designed. This is the first room you see when you walk in the house. It's sort of like a sitting and family room. So we really wanted to make a big statement here. We added a whole fake fireplace facade. It almost looks like the fireplace keeps going up, but that's just wallpaper. My clients had this epic guitar collection, and we use that as the main focal point in the room to really drive home the rock star renovation feel. I'm known for mixing different prints, and I use that by tying the same color scheme over and over again. And I'll use a mix of larger scale prints and smaller scale prints so they don't fight too much. And connected to this room, we have the dining room, so let's go take a look. What I love about this dining room is it feels very fancy and elevated, but we also brought it back down to earth with lots of earthy, naturey things and animal prints. My clients love animals and they really wanted to bring that into their home. This room is kind of dark with all of the navy and we wanted to bring in a little lightness, so we did that with the table, these amazing vintage chairs that were somehow already that color, and then the paint on the ceiling. This is certainly the most sexy room in this space with the red on red color drenching, the neon signs, and it really has that rock star feel. Over here, we have these cool built-ins that came with the space. The mirrors were all plain, but we added colored film and another color blocking print. And then we put a bunch of really cool curated items that match the room on the shelves, along with a bunch of Andy's awards. What we really designed this room around was these neon signs. They were used in my client's wedding, so we wanted to incorporate them into the space. This is the main hangout room. Now let's see where Meredith, my client, works. You thought we were gonna have a boring workspace? No, my client likes to have fun in every single room of her house. The theme of this room is disco cowgirl, and you can see that there's a lot of disco balls in here. We even sourced disco cactuses, potted them with pink crystals. It was an interesting juxtaposition of themes, and I think it turned out really cool. Okay, we had to make a quick stop on our way upstairs because this area is just too good to skip. My client has won a ton of awards, platinum records, so we dedicated the whole staircase to showing them off. Because the primary is attached to its little lounge, we wanted them to feel similar yet different. It's a little more simple in this space. We opted for paint instead of wallpaper everywhere. We added trim on the walls that broke up the color. Your eyes go right to this epic headboard. It's super textural with the velvet and is also 3D. How fun. Hope you enjoyed the tour of the Hurley house and maybe it inspired you to add a little more maximalism to your space.
Coming up, an East Village prop master invites us inside his unique apartment. You're not going to want to miss this. Welcome back, everyone. Sean Patrick Anderson's Brooklyn prop house, Acme, is packed with everything you can imagine. It's no wonder it's a go-to for countless productions, including many here at NBC. Now he shows us how his work and life collide in his own East Village apartment. Enjoy.
Welcome to my apartment. I'm Sean Patrick Anderson here at Bungalow 45. I am a set designer and a prop master, and I own a prop house in Bushwick. For a person that runs around and digs into flea markets and goes to antique stores, a lot of the props end up here when they're supposed to end up at the prop house. Your cameraman pointed out to me that a bungalow cannot be a duplex. Well, I would have to disagree because this is Bungalow 45 and it is a duplex. So when you walk into my apartment, you're in the kitchen, and this is my new front door. I said just put a snake on it, and look at the snake is perfect. And I am slowly having to put art on the ceiling because I'm running out of room. Once you start hanging art on the ceiling, you got a lot more wall space. I made this chandelier, and it is a found object slash mutilated baby doll sculpture. And the reason why I have all these mirrors is just opens up the space. I still hang art over it, but it definitely makes the room feel much bigger. I did a shoot with Amy Poehler for her book, and so I ended up with the please of the yes please from the neon. On the way to the bedroom, we stop off at the bathroom. This is a vinyl snakeskin yellow treatment on the door, and then we have this beautiful display here of happy faces, and also inside. Take a look. So this is the bedroom. The back wall here, I started with layers of paint that I would just pour, and then I hung more art on top of that. It's kind of a salon style, if you will, cluttery salon style. And this is a photo from Mary Ellen Matthews. Mick Jagger, we love Mick Jagger. I bought this Salvador Dali. They did not put it on acid-free paper, so maybe in 300 years, it will be totally yellow. We're upstairs in the living room, and as you can see, there's just more art on the wall, but not on the ceiling. I took some leftover sets and I created a ceiling that sort of reminds me of a carnival ride at Coney Island. This is a Rauschenberg, and then I got a little tipsy and painted over it. But I only painted over the glass, so it's still worth a real Rauschenberg. The sofa is from West Elm. It's great, it's comfortable, it's decent leather. This came from the Chelsea Flea. This thing's amazing. It's a resin poured coffee table, probably from the 60s. Look at this hideous thing. This is something your grandma would have. I love it. Here at the top of the spiral staircase, it made the most sense to put the loft bed. So we made some sequin drapes, and boom, we reveal the blue. We have some blue bulbs going all the way around. We have beveled mirrors, so cool, and just makes the whole room feel big and weird up here. Hello, welcome to Acme Prop House here in Brooklyn, New York, where we rent all kinds of props to all kinds of productions, including NBC. We have vases, we have TVs, we have boom boxes, old cameras, new cameras, bird cages, taxidermy. We have art, we have frames, we have mirrors, we have rattlesnakes. This is my home away from home, the playground, if you will. Okay, well now you've seen my prop house and my home, so thanks for watching.
Coming up, a modern sky-high apartment transformed. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone. Now we join interior designer Melanie Calderuso at this modern duplex on the Upper East Side. Delivered as a sprawling white box in the sky, her clients gave Melanie free rein. Designers just love that too. Let's see what she did.
Hi, I'm interior designer Melanie Calderuso. Welcome to the 6,200 square foot duplex I designed on the Upper East Side. This project was truly an interior designer's dream because basically my client gave me free rein. All they wanted was something chic yet comfortable, stylish but inviting. The rest was up to me. And because it was a combination of two separate units, I really had my work cut out for me. Upon entering the space, the first thing that hits you are the massive floor-to-ceiling windows. You'll also notice this floating wall, which we created to separate the kitchen and lounging area from the dining space. We clad the wall on all four sides with these hammered bronze panels, which keeps this element lighter than a sheetrock wall and adds a bespoke touch. And for a little pop of color, we introduced this rich rust hue in the throw pillows, the ombre of the area rug, and in the lampshades that I designed just around the corner. And as you can see, they really make a statement. Here in the dining area, you really appreciate the 22-foot high floor-to-ceiling windows that frame panoramic views in 3 directions. We're talking north, east, and south. To amp up the drama and add some whimsy, I suspended 5 rings of light over this gorgeous handmade walnut and bronze dining table. It also really anchors this otherwise ethereal space. We clad the fireplace in a silver wave marble, which creates a distinguished focal point for the ever-changing city beyond. Again, this was a combination of 2 separate units, which we linked with this gorgeous floating sculptural staircase. And as it's situated right here in the dining room, it's the perfect segue to lead your guests upstairs for a nightcap after dinner. What are you waiting for? Come join me in the great room. Now, isn't this room just begging for a party? The space was originally a kitchen-living room combo. Once everything was removed, we were left with this incredibly large living space, which I divided into 2 seating groupings, grounded on this vintage-designed area rug. I just love the unexpected yellow and green tones, which add a sprinkle of color, without fighting the bolder colors in the sofa, chairs, or high-gloss red lacquer hydraulic bar cabinet. The only accent wall is the area between the 2 custom built-in bars flanking the TV. I chose a padded book-embossed tone-on-tone wall covering, which draws you in to sit, relax, enjoy a cocktail, and some killer views of Central Park. Here, or even out on the terrace. I wanted to keep the primary bedroom dark and sexy. I chose a black-on-black patterned area rug to ground and enhance the furnishings. But as you can see, this bed is really the star of the space. I love a 4-poster bed, but this one is really something special. And I love the glossy woods on the bed and TV unit. They add glamour and luxury. But my favorite piece in the room is this chrome yellow daybed from Roche-Beaubois. And this sunny pop really makes a statement in an otherwise sultry and moody refuge. Thank you for taking a look with me at this gorgeous contemporary duplex in the sky. It was truly a pleasure to design, and I hope you liked it too. Now, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna sit here and enjoy the views a bit longer. Bye.
Give this video a thumbs up and let us know which of these gorgeous homes featured in this episode was your favorite. So many to choose from. Which will you pick?